Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a brand new knife from Tenable, right? Tenable knives, if you guys don't know, they are the budget subsidiary of Kansept knives. So excited to check out another model of theirs. Doing the honors today, and the other Tenable knife that we've checked out so far is the Prometheus. And I Prometheus you that if you subscribe to this channel, you're gonna have tons of fun. I mean, that was the worst pun in the history of puns. But yeah, the Prometheus here is actually pretty interesting. I love the geometry. Warncliffe blade on this one, 154 cm, and it's a liner lock with a flipper deployment. Of course, this knife and every other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, definitely check those links. Those do help out the channel at absolutely zero extra cost to you. All right, with the package out of the way, we're looking at the Raphael. Kind of sounds like one of the Ninja Turtles, Raphael. The designer is 4T5 Designs. We have satin, 14C, 28N steel, light sand, and black G10. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out here. The Raphael, right? Not the Michelangelo, right? Not the Donatello, but the Raphael. Let's see. All right, here we go. Boom, bam. All right, so let's see what we got here going on in the box. We have the Tenable wiping cloth, right? Very bright green there with the Tenable logo. We have the warranty and, product information here. If you guys want to take a look, you can pause right there and then right here. And there's that. Of course, we got some candy here. Just kidding. Some silica gel and the knife itself. All right, let's check out what Raphael is all about. Here we go. We got a bubble wrap and we have another bag. Boom. Okay. Man, all right. First impression, this is looking pretty good. I can tell I'm going to have a good time with this. We're looking at the thickness on that blade. Some very interesting thick jimping going on. We got a flipper tab here. Beautiful fuller, right? I'll probably be able to deploy out of that fuller. And this is what it means by sand and black G10. At first I was confused. I'm like, what does it mean, sand and black G10? Well, you got this sort of gray tone right here in the middle, and you have the black G10 on the sides, but it's all one piece, right? This is not like an inlay or anything, so it's very, very grippy, right, as you would expect. We do have a deep pocket carry clip here, which is also reversible to the other side. Of course, the works. And if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Bam! Holy macaroni. Man, this knife is packing a punch. Holy smokes, guys. Take a look at this thing. Man, oh man. 4T5 design. There's their logo right there on the blade. There's the Raphael satin finish on this bad boy. Kind of like a Warncliffe sheep's foot blade for a utilitarian. Geometry, if you ask me, right? Loving we have a flat grind going on here. Of course, we got some oils there for protecting the blade. 14C 28N steel, everyone's favorite budget steel these days. So give it a nice little wipe there so you guys can take it all in its full glory. Holy smokes, it is a liner lock. So let's see, we have good access to the liner, as you can see there. So we can push that liner out of the way, and let's check out the drop action here. All right, it's kind of like a shake shutter, right? This guy is on ball bearings, so a little bit of a shake, and obviously there is going to be some weight to that blade. So bam, right? Loving the click on the close. Of course, that blade is going to be nice and aligned. It's smack in the middle there. Sandwich construction on this bad boy. Exposed liners, two standouts back there. All right, looking pretty sweet. All right, the back flipper is interesting. So doesn't have any jimping, and for the first time in like ever, I'm like, okay, you know what? It actually doesn't need it, because just the way your finger catches that, kind of find it very difficult for me. I don't think I would ever slip off of that. So also this cutout on the handle helps, so the flipper doesn't stick out like a mile from the handle. So that's good. All right, that's looking pretty good. So we got flipper deployment, and we have a front flipper too. Oh, yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely do. I mean, I kind of knew it was there, but I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Come on now, right? We even have some jimping up here, which is an absolute W, right? So reach around. There we go. Yeah, you can do it. You can do a reach around on this bad boy. Got to get a feel for it, but you sure can. Can I do the side of my index finger? All right, I got to calibrate there a little bit, but it is possible, it seems. There we go. All right, I'm going to get some more practice with that. And then, yeah, that jimping there helps for that reach around deployment. So, I mean, overall, I mean, yeah, really good deployment. Now, the moment of truth, I got that fuller there. Can I deploy off of the fuller? Come on now, don't make me look bad. There it is. There it is. So the trick is you want to kind of grab it right here, nice and low on the blade. And a flick of the wrist never hurt anybody. So if you do that combo right there, right, you're good to go. So boom, thumb deploy this guy off the fuller. All right, let's see. I just did it. So it is possible. Obviously, it's not going to be as predictable as, you know, if you had a dedicated thumb stud or an opening hole, but on the go, right, just place your thumb about right there and boom, deploy it. So honestly, I mean, there we go. Yeah, we have, at least with the fuller, we got 2 deployment options, thumb and reverse flick, flipper, front flipper. That's at least 4 different deployment options. You guys know me. I enjoy a, you know, knife with multiple deployment options all day, every day. So let's check out the ergonomics on this bad boy. So first things first, here's your standard grip. I have average hands, not the biggest of hands or the smallest of hands. And man, you're working with quite a tall blade there. That is immediately my first reaction as I look at this thing. I mean, it looks savage. It is my kind of geometry, so I'm loving it. So that's looking good. I do notice the pocket clip, right? That pocket clip is definitely noticeable. If I squeeze harder, I notice it even more. So that's something to keep in mind there. I'll give it a good 8.5 out of 10. All right. The good news, it is deep carry and it is reversible. The jimping here is insane. Like, that is some savage jimping, right? You ought to lock in with that. Otherwise, I mean, you probably have butterfingers on your hands or something, because man, that is something. And then of course you can forward choke on this bad boy, which I wasn't expecting at all. You have kind of like a tiny but functional finger choil situation, sharpening choil going on there, which works. All right, that's pretty good. Gives you additional control of the blade. I can see this one being a cardboard destroyer. It actually gets pretty thick, it looks like here on the blade thickness. 0.16 on the thickness. So typically the average on the channel is 0.12. For reference, the Prometheus is 0.14, right? That's a little bit, again, still thicker than the average of 0.12. So this guy at 0.16, you know, or is it 0.15? Well, now I'm getting 0.15. It really depends. There we go. Back there is, I guess it's really 0.15. I just gotta, you know, tighten up the calipers really well. So 0.15, you do get a little bit of extra girth on the blade, right? Which is obviously not noticeable with the naked eye. I just wanted to compare and check with the caliper by how much, but definitely it's something you can see. But yeah, good action here, good deployment methods, right? A little bit of, you got to figure out the whole fuller deployment, but it works. So that's looking pretty sweet. Let's do some size comparisons, some comparisons here, right? The other Tenable knife I have here with me is the Prometheus. So let's take a look. Very comparable in size to the Prometheus. And from Kansept knives, we have the Thoth, right? The Thoth, T-H-O-T-H, right? It is a Sparrow Knife Works design. That one's going to be a little bit bigger, so take a look. Also want to toss in here the Cybin, right? That one's pretty savage as well from Kansept knives. Take a look at that one. Again, unboxings on these on the channel available as well. Just got to put the model, make model, and Miguel EDC. You'll find that video right away. Now let's do some more of the typical guys here in the channel. We have the Manix 2. We got the Yojimbo 2. Those are going to be a tad bit bigger. Probably not thicker, but definitely bigger, right? The Raphael takes a cake on the blade thickness there, for sure. So take a look. Demko AD 20.5, actually very comparable to the AD 20.5, maybe a hair bigger. Of course, it's going to be bigger than the Shark Cub as well. Check out how much taller the blade is on this guy compared to the AD 20.5. Here's the Civivi Vision FG. That's a little bit bigger. The Kizer Militaw is also going to be a little longer, right? Let's kind of be more specific. Not just bigger, but I mean longer, right? The blade is still taller on the Raphael. And last but not least, the awesome Vosteed Porcupine and the CJRB Pyrite Bowie Pyrite, right? Those are also pretty sweet. So they're a little bit shorter. The Porcupine, of course, is a little bit shorter. The Bowie Pyrite's more comparable, right? As you guys can see. But hopefully you guys own some of these knives. That gives you more or less an idea where this guy lands size-wise. Now, of course, let's get scientific with it, right? 14C28N, a very, let's see here, very toothy edge. Definitely grabbing onto my fingernail there. It's a good sign. Let's get that 5X, right? First few cuts. Here we go. All right, definitely cutting through that paper like nobody's business. Let's get some full slices here. Bam, right? That is a great thing about having a long cutting path, also a tall blade, flat grind. It's going to be very slicey, even being a little bit thicker. So this guy will cut, ladies and gentlemen. Spoiler alert. Breaking news. Now let's test it with some cardboard. We got some dual wall cardboard, which is typically a little bit more of a challenge than a single wall cardboard. And so remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but at an angle. So it's going to look something like this. Here we go. Wow. Yeah, there's a little bit of curvature here. That's why you see me stopping to readjust for that curvature. But actually going through the cardboard there pretty good. Even it being dual cardboard and all. Dual wall cardboard. And just as I predicted, it's going to be an absolute cardboard destroyer. There's no doubt about that. Holy macaroni, man. Look at this thing. That is insane. All right, you guys rate it on a scale from 1 through 10. Of course, 10 being the sharpest. How sharp is this guy? All right, how sharp is that factory edge? You all let me know. All right, the other thing too is, all right, kind of looks like the cockpit of a Boeing 747 or what have you with that fuller there. All right, definitely a looker. All right, that this just having it here on hand and checking it out, it's definitely growing on me more and more. I'll tell you that. Well, there you guys have it. That is the Rafe L from Tenable Knives, right? I believe this one was on the Kansept lineup. They brought it to Tenable Knives, so it is actually more affordable now. So it is, again, a 4T5 design, 14C 28N steel. If you like chunky, beefy EDCs, I feel like this one's certainly going to scratch that itch. But you guys know the drill by now. This is not a review. This is just a quick unboxing, first impressions, raw reactions video, if anything. So I'll be carrying this guy here for some time. I will be gathering as much feedback as I possibly can before dropping a comprehensive review video here on the channel. So if you're not yet subscribed, this would be a great time to do so. I make knife and EDC gear content, flashlights, multi-tool content on a daily basis, so I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, helps your boy out here get this video pushed to a larger audience. And I want to give a huge shout out to Tenable for sending this one in for me to check out and share with you guys. And shout out to my Patreon supporters for supporting what I do here on YouTube. You guys can support the channel on Patreon or right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You guys will get access to exclusive perks. I'll go ahead and put a video for the Tenable Prometheus right there to the left, or check out the Thoth. All right, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, from Kansept, Sparrow Knife Works design right here to the right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me until the end. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Either this one or this one. Peace.